Hi, my name is Eddie, and this is a new moon reading that runs from the new moon to the full moon. So, from the 21st of January to the 5th of February. So, a good shuffle. I'm going to lay down your 10 cards on the table. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, to like and to share. Right, let's have a look at the first card, which is in the here and now, the present situation. What's going on around you at this time? Okay, I've got the Death card coming in here. Okay, so I do sense some big changes taking place here. I get out with the old and also in with the new as well, and there is a strong sense of burning dead wood to clear a way forward. Okay, so if you imagine you want to get somewhere, but at the moment the road is full of all these kind of sort of logs and trees, branches, and you just can't get there. Okay, so there's a strong sense of the need to kind of sort of clear all this kind of sort of dead wood, if you like, and burn it, and then it will just turn it to cinders and it will blow away, and then there's a way forward for you here. Card crossing is the Sun card in the reversed position. Interesting that there's two major cards here, first of all, so it does talk about major issues around you and also big changes as well which are taking place. The Sun reverse can talk about either there's been like a sort of divorce, or there's been the ending of a long-term relationship, or there might have been a recent mourning. Okay, I just sense there's a lot of upset here, which kind of sort of does kind of sort of hold you back at times. You can let go, but you can never forget. Okay, that's the energy here. In the past, coming to the present, I've got the Seven of Cups in the reversed position. There's a strong sense that you have felt bogged down with what's been going on around you. Okay, I do sense you've had a lot of options here, but too many options in a way, because you kind of sort of go from one to the other and it's just causing you confusion here. I also sense some smoke and mirrors here, and maybe someone's been pulling the wool over your eyes. Okay, but you're starting to see through them. That's the overall energy that I get here, and it's all very much connected to this kind of sort of letting go and then kind of sort of moving forward. But let's just look more forward. I've got the High Priestess in the reversed position. I would say, you know, often things do have to get worse before they get better. Okay, because you're going to be making these changes here, which is shown by the Death card. Initially, it can be rather difficult. I mean, I've made a lot of changes recently, and I know, like, initially, there is, more challenges, and that's when a lot of people kind of sort of give up and just go back to how things were. But if you kind of sort of go through that, which I've experienced quite a lot, then things do get a lot better. Okay, and you feel more confident, and a lot more is achieved that way. Okay, I mean, I would say it's like teething pains. Okay, and you won't ever get any more than what you can't handle. Okay, so you will be able to cope here. I do sense there is a negative energy around you, which could be like in the form of a person around you, but it's very much this feeling of kind of sort of letting go of this and kind of sort of moving forward. In the goal position, yeah, I mean, very much really does sum up what I've been saying here. The Eight of Cups is very much about, that's it, things incomplete. Things could never work out. That's what I get here. Okay, there was always something missing. You tried everything. You tried every trick in the book. There's just no more aces to play. Okay, and you're just ready to kind of sort of move forward. I mean, with the number 8, it's a very karmic number, so there could well have been this pushing and pulling, and also blowing hot and cold, and being stuck in this kind of sort of vicious cycle here. And really, your goal here really is to kind of like a sort of fresh start, or kind of sort of moving forward here. Enough is enough, I get. Subconsciously, I've got the Hanged Man reversed. Extremely positive card. I mean, you've got a lot of major cards here. You know, you've got the Sun, the Death, the High Priestess, and the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man reversed is extremely positive because it kind of shows you kind of sort of letting go within yourself. But I would say there is kind of sort of time delay between what happens on the inside and what happens on the outside. It doesn't kind of sort of happen straight away. You know, if you want to manifest £10,000, for example, it's very rare that it will kind of sort of happen straight away. Okay, it takes time, you know, for the wheels to start turning. But if you're working yourself, which it shows you have been doing, and then letting go, then you allow what's yours to come in here. The advice here is shown by the King of Cups. So quite clearly, you know, it's saying to listen to your heart. Okay, it's not saying rule with your heart. You know, I do sense you've tried that before, and it kind of sort of takes you on a merry-go-round, okay, like on a roller coaster. But if your mind is kind of in control but listens to your heart, then there's kind of this harmony, you know, this balance, and then you can kind of sort of drive forward. But if the mind doesn't listen to the heart, then it can cause some inner conflict, which then holds you back. So it's very much about the heart and the mind working together, but the mind being in the driving seat here. But maybe the heart can be a backseat driver at times as well. Okay, so let's look at the next card, which is on the outside. Yeah, another major card, the Moon card in the reverse position. Clearly shows you taking control. Okay, the Moon reverse is extremely positive, whereas before there was a lot of like emotions being pulled one way and then the other. Looking more forward, it's this feeling of you controlling the situation rather than the situation controlling you, and you taking back power around a situation. Your hopes and your fears. I've got 2 Sun cards in this pack, which is interesting, and I've also got 2 Death cards in this pack as well. It's a Tower of Prague deck. Your hopes and your fears. You know, I suppose your fear is that, you know, these changes which are taking place, there's a lot of kind of sort of frustrations. You feel that things aren't going to change, but it's a sign of sure positive change here for you. Okay, and there's a lot of more happiness ahead of you. You know, it's interesting, you've got the Sun reversed here, which is like this unhappiness, and then the Sun here, which is happiness, which is just a reminder that the Sun is always behind the clouds, and once you get through this kind of transitional period, then things are looking a lot better for you. Yeah, Queen of Cups, you know, for the outcome card, very much about you more in tune with your feelings. So it comes back here to the advice card about ruling with your mind, but listening to your heart, and then your mind and your heart working together, and there's a strong sense of this driving you forward where you feel a lot better emotionally. Don't forget to subscribe, to like, to share, to comment, and there's also a link for free daily readings. Thank you.